blood transfusion is a process of transferring blood from one person, known as donor, to another person, known as recipient. The recipients in blood transfusion are mostly the patients who have lost excessive blood in some injuries such as road accidents, or those who are undergoing organ transplants, surgeries, etc. In this video lecture, we will discuss 4 important concepts of blood transfusion. First, why blood of any type cannot be transfused or given to the recipient or patient. Second, what happens when a wrong or incompatible blood is transfused into the recipient. Third, from which blood types a recipient, patient, can receive blood. Fourth, which blood type is known as universal donor and universal recipient. In our previous video lectures, we have studied the ABO and RH blood group system. We also know that there are 8 blood types in humans. But blood of any blood type cannot be transfused into a patient or recipient. Now the question is why? The answer to this question lies in the fact that red blood cells in individuals of each blood type have antigens on their cell membrane. These red blood cell antigens determine the blood type of an individual. These red blood cell antigens are A antigen, B antigen, and RH antigen. If a recipient in blood transfusion encounters a different red blood cell antigen in its circulation, it treats that antigen as foreign or non-self and mounts an immune response. This immune response can result in blocking of blood vessels, shock, renal failure, and even death. Let us understand this by illustration. Suppose we have a patient or recipient whose blood type is A. This means antigens present on his RBCs are A antigens, and the plasma of this patient has anti-B antibodies. Now, we have 4 donors with blood type A, B, and O. Donors with blood group A and O can donate blood to the recipient. This is because the donor with blood group A has same antigen on the RBCs, that is A antigen. Donor with blood group O has no antigens on their RBCs. So, blood transfusion from A and O blood types will not induce immune response in the recipient. Thus, A and O blood types are compatible blood for recipient with blood type A. Recipient with blood type A cannot receive blood from donors having blood type B and AB. This is because these donors have B antigen on their RBCs, which is absent in recipient's blood type. If transfused into the recipient by error, the recipient's immune system will mount an immune response. Let's see what happens when a wrong or incompatible blood is transfused into a recipient. Suppose recipient with blood group A is transfused with blood from a donor having blood group B. Here, we know that recipient's RBCs have A antigens and anti-B antibodies are found in their plasma. The donor's RBCs have B antigens and anti-A antibodies. Once inside the recipient's circulation, the donor's RBCs are recognized as foreign invaders. This is because of the B antigen, which is present on donor's RBCs, but absent on recipient's RBCs. The anti-B antibodies present in recipient's plasma recognize and bind antigen B present on donor's RBCs. This binding may activate complement cascade, which results in the lysis of donor's RBCs. This lysis of red blood cells is known as hemolysis. The recipient's anti-B antibodies can also cause agglutination of donor's RBCs. This agglutination can clog blood vessels, stop circulation of blood to various parts of the body. These reactions in which donors' RBCs are destroyed by recipients' antibodies are known as hemolytic transfusion reactions. Now, here is an important point to be understood. Antibodies are also present in the donor's blood. In donor of blood type O, anti-A and anti-B antibodies are present. These antibodies can also attack the RBCs of recipient. For example, if our recipient is of blood type A, then we know A antigens are present on their RBCs. The anti-A antibodies present in the donor's blood can attack these A antigens of recipient. But this is a minor problem. This is because of the small amount of antibody present in the donated whole blood. These antibodies from donor's blood are further diluted into the recipient's circulation. Moreover, nowadays donated blood is processed and separated by centrifugation into three parts: red blood cells, plasma, and platelets. Instead of transfusing whole blood, only cellular fraction of blood is transfused. This further minimizes the reactions due to antibodies present in the donor's blood. So, now we understand that for blood transfusion, it is very important to know the blood type of recipient and donor, so that compatible, or right blood is transfused. Let's now see from which blood types a recipient can receive blood. To answer the question, it is important to have knowledge of red blood cell antigens and antibodies present in the plasma of the recipient. Let's quickly recall the ABO blood group system. In ABO blood group system, there are four principal blood types: A, B, and O. The designation itself tells which antigen is present. So, antigen A is present on RBCs in blood type A individuals, and anti-B antibodies are present in the plasma. Antigen B is present in blood type B individuals. Anti-A antibodies are present in the plasma. Both A and B antigens are present in A/B blood type. No antibodies are present in the plasma. And none of the antigens are present in O blood type. Both anti-A and anti-B antibodies are present in the plasma. Keep in mind, the donor RBCs will appear foreign to the immune system of recipient if they contain antigens that are not found on their own RBCs. Therefore, blood types having antigen which is not found on recipient's RBCs cannot donate blood to that recipient. Let's draw a table. The top row represents the blood types of donor. The left column represents the blood types of recipient. Starting from the top, recipient of blood group A can receive blood from blood type A and blood type O donors. They cannot receive blood from B and AB blood type donors because B antigen is not found on recipient of blood type A. Recipient of blood type B can receive blood from donors of blood type B and O. They cannot receive blood from donors of blood type A and AB. Coming to recipient of blood type AB, they can receive blood from donors of all blood types. This is because they have both A and B antigens on their RBCs. The recipients of blood type O can receive blood from only donors of blood type O. This is because neither A nor B antigen is present on their RBCs. From this table we can conclude that all blood types can donate blood to their same blood type. Besides this, O blood type can donate blood to all other blood types, that is to A, B and AB blood types. Blood type AB can receive blood from all blood types. Now, we have also studied Rh blood group system. We know that the individuals having Rh antigen on their red blood cells are known as Rh positive, and those in which Rh antigen is absent are known as Rh negative. We also know that there are no natural anti-Rh antibodies in Rh negative individuals. So, Rh negative blood type can donate blood to Rh positive blood types. But Rh positive donors cannot donate blood to Rh negative recipients. This is because when Rh negative recipient encounters Rh antigen in their circulation, their immune system will treat it as foreign and mount an immune response. So, we now understand that Rh-positive recipients can receive blood from both Rh-positive and Rh-negative blood type. But Rh-negative recipient can receive blood from only Rh-negative blood type. Now that we are clear with the concept of ABO and Rh blood group system, let's see the recipient and donor relationship of 8 blood types in humans. Again, the top row represents blood type of donors, and leftmost column represents the blood types of recipients. First, let's see recipient of A-positive blood type. As we know, A blood type can receive blood from donor of blood type A and O. Since here blood type of recipient is A-positive, we know that Rh-positive can receive blood from both Rh-positive donor and Rh-negative donor. Therefore, A-positive recipient can receive blood from donors of blood type A-positive, A-negative, O-positive and O-negative. Coming to recipient of blood type A-negative, we know that Rh-negative can only receive blood from Rh-negative donor. Therefore, A-negative can receive blood from donors of blood type A-negative and O-negative. B-positive recipients can receive blood from donors of blood type B-positive, B-negative, O-positive and O-negative. B-negative recipients can receive blood from donors of blood type B-negative and O-negative. B-positive recipients can receive blood from all blood types. B-negative recipients can receive blood from donors of blood type A-negative, B-negative, B-negative and O-negative. O-positive recipients can receive blood from O-positive and O-negative donors. O-negative recipient can receive blood from only O-negative donors. From this table we can conclude that O-negative blood type is universal donor. This is because this blood type can donate blood to all 8 blood types. B-positive is universal recipient, as this blood type can receive blood from all 8 blood types. To check your understanding regarding blood group system and blood transfusion, you can play the blood typing game at www.nobelprize.org. The link is given in the description of this video.